All right, it's no secret that some of the most entertaining adult events happen at the Discovery Center. If you haven't experienced one of their science-themed parties, do me a favor, go be a part of it. And there is an opportunity this weekend, and this one's it's a doozy. Beerology. Yeah.
It certainly is. Yeah, a doozy, as you say. Yeah, here's our poster for it. If you can see, we got a big glass of beer on there. Looks nice and cold there like that. So, and all the information is on our website. You can check that out, or just call us, or just come by, you know, whatever like that.
Now, Crazy Chris Johnson, you have brought several offerings here, but
yes.
How does science relate to beer?
Well, it relates to beer in a lot of ways. Beer is all about science. So from the yeast that's in it, to the way it's brewed, to the way it tastes, to the head of the beer, all that kind of stuff there too.
I know individually all those things don't taste very well. I mean, I don't mind like chewing on a hop or two, but like they're just somehow when they're brought together, magic happens.
Yeah. Hey, well, pick a beer here, and we'll talk. We're going to pour one up. We're going to talk about our perfect pour here too, and the magic happens. Yes, as you said, open that up there. Let's talk about the perfect pour real quick here. I'm going to show you guys the perfect pour. Now we got to start at an angle like this. You want to go in down the side, and when you get about halfway out, that's when you want to tilt it up right, like that. Okay. Now I poured kind of quick right there, so I'm going to have a really big head on here.
But here's the a lot of people think that, oh, I don't want any head at all on my beer.
Oh,
that's
no, you
not
want
true.
the head. You want the head. You need this foam, because this is where a lot of your flavor is, Andy. A lot of that flavor is up there like that. Right. There you go. He's got it good. Yeah. I went a little fast.
I haven't. I've done this before.
You got practice, right? So yeah, there's a lot of good science in this head. This is formed from the carbon dioxide in the beer, and that's where you see the bubbles going up like that. Sometimes you'll see the bubbles going down too, which kind of defies logic, like that. But there's science behind that too. But yeah, now this in lighter beers, this is carbon dioxide. Now in your heavier beers, your thicker, stouter beers, this is done from nitrogen. The head's formed out. That gives you a thicker,
like the milk
head.
Stouts and those kind of things.
Yeah, like Guinness and things like that. So, and this, what I poured up is a brand new beer from Budweiser, this Black Crown right here, brand new. And I'm going to try that right now. And you poured up the Sapphire. This is another.
I've never even heard of this.
This is another brand new beer from Budweiser, yeah, that we're going to have Friday night. You can be the first to test it out. You want to try some?
All right, yeah, cheers.
All right, cheers.
Now, hold on a second over there.
That's good.
This is pretty good over here, too.
Yeah, that's great. You know, it kind of scares you because it talks about the German hops on the front of it, but it's not too hoppy at all.
Well, that's good, yeah.
Done. This is the best job in the world. Okay, let's bring Megan into this. Megan, you have a few questions for us.
Yeah, I do. I do actually have a few. We're going to play a little beer trivia.
Chris, are you ready for this?
I'm ready, yeah.
Chris, I ask really tough questions, and I always provide really exciting prizes, which is what's underneath this tablecloth. So hold tight. Okay, so your question number one. Ready? What is the science of fermenting beer called? Boys, what is the science of fermenting beer called? Do you know? First person to answer.
What are our options?
Your answers are, they're really long words. They should be up on your screen.
Okay, I'm going with, it's out of these.
Out of these right here? Okay.
I'm going Zymergy. That one sounds like a fun one.
I'm going to agree with you there, the Zymergy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's correct. Both of you get a point.
Hey!
From the Greek term zumu, meaning to leaven. Okay. Number two, what process determines the composition of wort? What process determines the composition?
You gotta go with mashing?
I'm going mashing.
You know what, I'm going to agree with you on that too.
Okay, so we're 2 and 2, although Andy would technically get that because he answered it first. Sorry, Chris.
Hey!
Oh,
I thought we were working together. Infusion of ground malt or other grain before fermentation used to produce beer and distilled malt liquors. Okay, this is the key one. Ready? Question number 3, what is the oldest active brewery in the world? Those are your options are on the screen because I can't pronounce them.
What's the oldest brewery? What is
I'm going to go with the American. You beat me to it again. I can't even. I was going to try to pronounce the word. He's cheating with the letters.
You're correct. You are actually correct. So that brewery was opened in the Bavarian region of Germany in 1040 by Benedictine brothers.
That's one I actually knew.
Those are you knew that one?
I actually knew that one. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, guess what you won? You want to know what you've won? You ready?
Yes.
You have won 4 beers that have been in my refrigerator for about 6 months to a year. Congratulations, Andy. You really won big time today. A little Bud Light Lime and a couple of Shiners that are at least 2 years old.
What's the one in the blue can?
Miller Lite.
You can keep that.
It's a Miller Lite. No. Hey, Megan, I've got a surprise trivia question for you.
Oh, really?
But also, now think hard. The answer will be some kind of beer.
Okay.
What is the oldest trademarked logo in the world?
Oh, I don't know that. Do I get questions?
I'll tell you what. It's up on the table here. It's on the table here.
Bass?
You are correct. Yes.
Really?
Yes, the Bass, the red triangle logo is the oldest.
I win a beer.
The oldest trademarked logo in the world.
Thanks. I'm so excited. Okay.
All right.
You take it,
The
Andy.
fact is,
I don't know what's going on.
Beerology is coming up this weekend. It is a ton of fun. Rory's going to be in the kitchen serving up food. It is spectacular. Make sure you call the Discovery Center.
Absolutely.
It's 7 to 10, a wonderful, wonderful date night. And Chris, you guys have a blast, don't you?
Oh, it's always a lot of fun, yeah.
All right. You'll also see Megan Collier there. You can go meet her. That's kind of a big deal. Up next, we've got the perfect dish to pair with some of these tasty brews because, in fact, Rory, who will be cooking for Beerology this weekend, is in with this recipe, apple cheddar mac. Doesn't that sound spectacular? Grab a beer with that, huh?
The Studio 4 Kitchen is brought to you by 1-800-Plumber.